What's going on, everybody? It's Crazy Hillbilly, and we're going on a trail up to campsite 31, and we're going to make beef jerky stroganoff. Everybody's getting ready to hit the trail. Ready, Junior?
Let's get it on.
What's going on, Steve?
What's up? Oh yeah, another day and the fun and happiness.
So what is exactly the goal here on your hikes on these volunteer trails?
I have to make sure that there's no trees that have fallen, and I have to make sure it's safe for people to pass through the trail. And if I do find anything, I report back to the rangers about coming up with. They come up with the tree cutting crew and chainsaws and stuff. I tell them how far it is. I'm basically their eyes.
Awesome.
And so once I do that, then it's up to them to come and clear the big trees off. Now I'm allowed to cut up to 6 inches thick. I can trim those away if they pose some kind of safety hazard or anything like that. But other than that, good to go.
Awesome. Rusty Nail, you ready to go?
Ready to go. Getting strapped in. Got some rain gear borrowed from good old Steve. And I hate this pack.
Ready to get to the top and have some stroganoff?
Oh, definitely ready for that.
Stogie.
Definitely ready for that.
All right, well, let's get on our way.
There's a fly right here. That's what I was trying to do. Yeah.
Graveyard first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's where I stepped on the slope. Near the graveyard. Nice and hot.
Yeah, it's looking big right here.
Oh no, wait, just wait. We're only like 10 feet away. We have to stop in the middle. Graveyard that's up here that'll be on our right. We're actually surrounded by 5 graveyards. So these little trails that lead off into the spots where you're wondering where they go might actually be a graveyard. Because we're just pretty much surrounded by them in this area.
So
There's like 5 graveyards in this area.
So we could be seeing some haunted woods.
Possibility. Wouldn't surprise me. Turn this into Crazy Hillbilly Adventures and
Ghost
paranormal.
hunting.
That would be cool. That's your spot. If it was 800 degrees out here, Dave would have his own personal little tub right here.
Check this out, Steve.
Where Rusty Nail wants to take a dip when it's hot.
Yep.
Well, we're about a third of the way up the trail, I reckon. And I haven't come across any bears yet. And rain has quit, but a few drops dripping out of the trees and a lot of runoff, but shouldn't have any more rain tonight, so everything should be good. Got the river down there below us. Well, we're gonna move along and so we can get on up there, get camp set up and fix us dinner. We had to put Steve in the back of the line. We stopped and had McDonald's before we started the trail, and he was in front of us and started crop dusting the trail. So we just had to put him in the back of the line.
Hiking the Grand Canyon, hiking down wouldn't be into the canyon wouldn't be bad. Hiking back up.
Oh yeah. I want to do it though. I want to do the south to north rim hike.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't actually have one with me, but I think I can manage to make it work.
When they cut these log bridges, you think they cut them with a
They probably do it with Alaskan sawmill.
yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, you think they bring them up here? Bring the sawmill up? Or
Well,
haul 'em up here?
Alaskan sawmill is just an aluminum track, and you run along it. It guides with a chainsaw.
God, yeah, one of those. Okay.
Yep.
You can find us a sneaky thing.
This is where y'all seen the snake last time?
Well, I hiked this with the Boy Scouts, and the ranger said at night you come through here and shine your light in there, you see little glittery eyes.
Wow.
Let's just see if we can see anything in here.
Wonder what these are from.
Homesteads.
Old homesteads.
Yeah, homesteads. What the ranger said.
So we have made it about halfway to the campsite 31, and we have made it to the graveyard. This will be our resting point for a few minutes. Everybody's kind of taking a load off.
Get old.
We're YouTubing and Steve's TikToking.
Oh yeah. Tick-tocking away. That is badass. Dave.
Huh? Yeah.
Is that not cool or what?
Yeah, your camera does a great job.
Yeah, it's a big ass snail. For some reason. Steve.
He's got his porky pants on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we're making noise.
Here you go, I got you something. I'll come to you.
The laurel tree.
A tunnel of laurels, mountain laurels.
The beauty part is when we come back down, it ain't bad at all. Just gotta watch for snakes. That is so freaking cool.
There's one of those yellow and black ones.
We're now in the vicinity of this campsite. We're trying to locate it. This trail was closed for a year and just reopened this spring, so things aren't as obvious as they should be. So we're scouting out the campsite now. It's probably been about 2 years since I've been on a long trail. This one's only about 3 miles, but I've put on about 40 pounds, and I went through COVID and had that pretty bad, and whew, I can feel it sweating. We'll get there shortly. We'll start cooking before it gets dark. I'm waiting on the others to catch up, but I think I found campsite 32. I think I've been saying 31 in other parts of the video, but it is campsite 32 in Greenbrier. And I believe I have found the campsite. Waiting on Steve to catch up to verify, and we'll be right back with you. And we found campsite 32.
Yes, they are numbered.
Yeah. I don't think, we probably got the place. If anybody else was in, they'd see here already.
No, this is it. This is where you had your hammock right here.
Yeah.
If you get a permit to camp up here,
This is a spot. Oh my God,
it's pretty nice.
down my hole. Buttholes. But yeah, this is our spot.
You want to use this one or use that one?
So when you get a permit, are the spots numbered?
Well, we think so,
Oh, okay.
because there's a plate right here, but I don't see
No,
one over there.
you're not assigned a spot.
Just first
You're
come.
assigned the area.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
So wherever you find a spot, that's your spot.
All right. Well, I think it's a little drier over there, ain't it?
Yeah, let's go.
High ground, find a dry spot to put up the tent, and we'll get to cooking. So there's 2 sets of these bear cables up here. So you hang all your food and anything up on these cables to keep the bear out of them. Hey Junior, we finally made it up here. What do you
Yeah,
think?
we did. It's nice up here.
No, I've got my own tent. I'm just you can share the one with Toby because that's a 4-person tent.
Are you dropping bombs again?
Maybe.
It was so funny though that first time we come up here, we got to that hill about killed us like it did today.
Oh,
we were
man.
standing there, we were looking off that way going, I'm like, where is it? And I turned around and was like, oh.
There it is.
And I'm like, bear cables? Wait a minute, that's got to be it. There is no other overnight campsite here.
Yeah.
Speaking of bear cables, where are they?
I don't see him.
The one set's right over
Oh, can
there.
you see him? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looking for some dry tinder to get a fire started. That tree's salt to the core.
Like this right here. So underneath that? Yeah, it's not saturated all the way through. It shouldn't be. Yeah, we should be able to. Mine's kind of rotted, isn't it? Oh, this will burn too.
We're going to do a little squatching tonight, see if we can do some tree knocking, see if we can find any Sasquatch up here in this area.
Yeah, man.
I like sleeping under the stars, so I always do it my backcountry camping hammock style. A Wise Owl hammock.
Found us some dry tinder and some small twigs, and Steve's gonna get us a fire going.
You want traditional or you want it lighter? I can do it. Wait. Oh, God.
Fastest way.
The fastest way today, because it's damp and cold. We're just gonna use some good old-fashioned lighter. We also got some matches just in case, and Steve's got all kind of fire starting equipment.
That'd be cool.
Okay, so you've got a cotton ball here, and it is been soaked with. I just had a raindrop hit it. It's been soaked, rubbed around with Vaseline, and so what that does is it helps waterproof it, but it also helps as an igniter as well. So what you'll want to do is you can light this with a ferro rod, any kind of sparking tool, and then of course a lighter, of course. And so we're gonna place that right here in the middle. We're gonna put our bark that we got around it, and then we're gonna light that sucker up, and voila.
All right, guys, we're up here. We're setting up camp. I got to get dinner going before it gets dark, and I actually got ahead of myself of what we're doing here. We got some peppered jerky, and we put in a pack of limpid onion soup mix. We're gonna put in 2 packs of brown gravy. And if this don't make enough, I got enough to double it up on the soup mix and gravy. Get the camera back over here. And we're gonna get some water in here and bring this to a boil. Once it all gets cooked down, we're gonna add the noodles. Let the good noodles get tender, and then we're gonna dig in. All right, guys, we got it on the fire and got it coming to a boil. We're gonna let that jerky get a little tender. Then we're gonna add our noodles in, and it'll be dinner time. They got camp just about set up. Dave's got his hammock up, and we have a neighbor across the way.
Oh, I do have a rain jacket. Dang.
And Rusty Nail just discovered he's got a rain jacket.
Forgot I had it.
I do not have one.
Well, you can wear Steve's other one.
Okay. But yeah, we got a nice little boil going there. As soon as they get tender up, we'll add them noodles. There's another one. Couple of deer at camp. She's just gonna come right up here. All right, guys, I don't remember if I said or not, but we ended up using 4 packs of the gravy and 2 packs of the limped onion soup mix. And then we got our egg noodles. We'll put in our bag of egg noodles. Then we're gonna let them cook down, and as soon as they get al dente, we may have to add a little bit more water, we'll see. And we're gonna eat. This is our beef jerky stroganoff out in the middle of the Great Smoky Mountains. It's almost done. Just a few more minutes and it's dinner time.
This one with you. Yeah, because your back's totally soaked.
So how did the beef jerky stroganoff turn out, Steve?
Fantastic. Like the best. Good choice on the pepper.
Did the jerky get good and tender?
It is. It is actually really tender. It's you know how when you first get it and it's in the pack and it's really tough to eat. Not this. This is not even close. It's nice and tender, juicy, flavorful, really good.
So good way to cook on the trail.
Absolutely wholesome. It'll fill you up. Good stuff.
Really, really good. Just enough spice.
That's all we get.
That's all we get.
Enough spice. Noodles are tender. Awesome.
And I added no additional seasoning for this. This is just straight from the limped onion soup mix. 2 packages, 4 packages of the gravy. It was one 10-ounce package of peppered beef jerky and 1 package of egg noodles.
Really, really good.
All right, guys, we're
I need the
gonna
recipe.
we're gonna get off here and eat, and then we'll see you in a little while. Well, we made it through the night. We got our little coffee station set up here. Stay boiling water and in the jet, on the jet boil there. Slept pretty good. We had some deer roaming around, so there was no predators roaming. Main thing is if you come out to a place like this and camp, whatever you pack in, you pack out. Try to leave it cleaner than you found it. If it was clean when you found it, then make sure it's clean. Pick up any, don't worry about it, whose responsibility it is. If somebody else left some trash behind, pack it out. Let's keep these places clean.
Leave no trace.
Absolutely. With the only exception is this is a established campsite, so the fire ring does stay because this is provided by the National Park Service as an official campground. But besides the fire ring, make sure all trash is gone. All right, guys, no sign of our camp left behind. All trash is picked up. We're all, as you see Steve there's all packed and loaded. I'm packed and loaded. Junior's packed and loaded. Rusty Nails
ready to rock and roll.
packed and loaded. We're heading back down the trail.
I'm gonna get candy cane. That'll work. That'll be a good one right there.
You kidding?
Left behind is the established campsite fire ring. And we'll see you at the bottom, or if we see anything cool on the way down, we'll let you know. An old natural spring. Been dug out 100 and some odd years ago by the homesteaders in this area. All right, guys, we made it to the bottom. How was it?
It was great. Little damp, little cool, but still great.
Wet. Wetter than I expected it to.
Sleep good, look, Junior?
Yeah, my left foot is sore walking down. Right's just fine.
Yeah, here's all of our gear that we packed in. And
Even lightening it up to like 30, it still feels heavy.
yeah. Last hike I went on, I had mine packed. I had about 75 pounds. This time I probably had maybe 25, 30 pounds. Much better, but still, when you ain't used to it, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah, that last push up to the campsite is just murder, so.
Yeah, it's pretty just a steady, gradual incline, except for that last quarter of the trail it gets pretty steep. Well, all right, guys, that's about it. We're gonna pack everything in the vehicles and head back home. Y'all like, subscribe, and see us on the next one.
Yep.